The age of Dajjal he was talking about. What? Dajjal. Who is Dajjal? The liar. The liar. So you get the age of Dajjal and you get the being Dajjal. I want the young people to listen very carefully. And the confused. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it, I'm telling you what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. And this, the Maulvi Sahibs who are caught up with the Dajjal system and Ya'juj and Ma'juj won't tell you. Because he says that in that age, reality and appearance will be opposite to one another. Reality and appearance will be opposite to one another. In that age, the road to Jahannam, the road to hell, would look like the road to heaven. And the road to heaven will look like the road to hell. On a sensory level, I'll tell you. On a worldly level. Sensory. For those who frequent places like the Wild Coast and all these casinos coming out, you understand? And these, where we're forced to go today because of crime rates, into these malls and things. You lose touch of reality. You forget what's the time. Somebody will phone you from outside and say, do you know it's pouring outside? I say, hey, I don't know, we're in this mall for about 4 hours now. Especially when you go with the ladies, it can take about 8 hours too. So you lost touch with what? Reality. Now when you go to these casinos, it's so fancy that it looks like Jannat. But when you go to the dargahs of Buzrugane-e-Deen, the poor places in the villages, it looks like Jahannam for you because you come in from the city. So appearance and reality has become opposite. Because you're seeing with this eye. The Prophet ﷺ warned another thing, and listen carefully. On the day of judgment, when you will be raised again, after you die, you will be raised again. He said, it will be very hot. Now again, there are ulama that take it literally. There are ulama that take it figuratively. It's a transcendental realm. But things are explained on this worldly level for us to understand. Like you suffer heat and you get very thirsty and you want water. When the heat is on the day of judgment, you'll want amal. You'll want good deeds. What you'll want? Good deeds. Okay? The heat will be on for good deeds. But the possessor of good deeds is he who has an excess of it. He'll be rich on that day. Not the ones with the bank balances and the hooplang. Illa mashallah, maybe some of them are good, we don't know. So, but the lanis who want to control the mosque, they don't know Kul Wallahu Ahad properly. But they want to be trusty. Why? Because I got big bank balance. The whole town makes sajda to me. Allah is Akbar, I am mortar. True? No, not right. Huh? The poor man got a chance to become trustee of the mosque. Tahajjud bhi par sakta hai. Fakir wali bhi ho sakta hai. लेकिन अल्लाह के घर की विलायत इसको नहीं देंगे, उसको देंगे जिसके पास बहुत है. Right? Okay. So he said, on that day it will be very hot. You'll come to my spring of Kausar. Inna a'atayna kal Kausar. Allah is saying, Ya Rasulullah, you I've given Kausar to. Okay. The hadith explains that Kausar is a fountain in Jannah. When you're thirsty that day, you'll go to drink from that fountain. Ye bhi sahi hai. But people who know Arabic literature, like Qari Shammas, I am only semi-literate in Arabic, but he'll tell you, if I'm saying a wrong thing, he must stop me. And Maulana, Kausar means, in the Arabic, Lugha Taj al-Urus is the book of Arabic dictionary, explaining terminology. It says, Kausar means, Khairun Qasir. Say, Sheikh? Khairun Qasir. Meaning you've been given good in abundance. Who's been given good in abundance? Rasulullah. For making you understand, his bank balance of good, no one can match it even. Because if Allah is giving it, and He's giving it all the time, let me tell you. So people will run to him. Ya Rasulullah, we want some water to drink from your pond. He said, no water for you. But Ya Rasulullah, we are Muslims. He said, no. You changed the deen after I left. He said, but we were following you, Ya Rasulullah. We wore top, we wore kurta, turban, miswak, three-quarter pants. All this we followed. He said, no, no, no. He says, you were actually following me externally only, outside. But you were following those who came before you, step by step, inch by inch. This is hadith, and I'm not joking. And you went down into the lizard's hole with them. Who came before the Holy Prophet ﷺ? Who came before the Arabs amongst whom the Holy Prophet came? Who came? Tell me, I want you to see if you're listening now. Who came? Which people? The Christians and the Jews. But we're not talking about good Christians and Jews. I want you to get this one thing clear in your mind. The Holy Quran says there are people who are Christian and they know Arabic. When they hear the Holy Quran being recited, you'll see tears in their eyes. There was a Jew, he heard a verse of the Quran, he went into sajda. His Jewish brothers asked him, did you accept Islam? He said, no. But what a verse. And the Jews are the children of prophets. The Jews are the children of prophets. Why did the Holy Prophet leave Makkah and go to Medina? Think carefully. You're not going to hear Nara Takbir talk today. I can tell you one thing. If you came here for emotional Nara Takbir, Nara Risalat, then I can give Noor permission, serve the dal gosh biryani, let them go. I want you to think today. Think. Because I'm tired of this Nara Takbir, Nara Risalat, because har Maulvi bhi iske nafs ke liye baat kar raha hai. Not all illa mashallah. They think the spiritual part is like Buddhism, the laughing Buddha, मैं ऐसा तकरीर कर सकता है, सब नारा का लगाएंगे. मैं कैसा नात पढ़ सकता है, कोई नहीं पढ़ सकते. I love awliya Allah more than anyone else. How I make zikr. Oh, no one can. Hey, you gone like the laughing Buddha. The Soofi is the weeping dervish. He is not putting I in front. Say, मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं. खुदी को मिटा दो खुदा के इश्क में. खुदी को मिटा दो. So listen. When the Christian world and the Roman world who were controlling, and the Persian world who were controlling the economy of the time, they were strangling people with interest. With what? Like they do today. Like they do today. The Holy Prophet left Makkah and he went to Medina. He left his family, he left everything. When he came to Medina and formed the state, the power-hungry Jews, that's where Zionism really started from. That we the chosen people. You can't come control economy how you want to. We started this interest thing and put it into the mind of all these people. Who you, an Arab, to stop us? So Zionism and capitalism. The Prophet fought them. He expelled the Jews from Medina, you remember? You know your history? Now. The Prophet said, you now, O Muslims, you followed them inch by inch. And you went down the lizard's hole with them. You know when you're in the lizard's hole, what it means? Neither can you see with your eyesight, neither can you see with your insight. Inside the lizard's hole, the ostrich policy. Now, but he prophesied something worse than that. Listen very carefully. And this hadith is in the Kitab Bayhaqi Sharif. It's in Mishkat Sharif. It's also quoted in Jawahirul Hikam by Maulana Badr Alam Sahib, one of the leading ulema of Deoband. And this is being recorded. Anyone want to check? You check it up. He said, and I won't read the Arabic to save time, but I'll just give you a little bit so you know I'm not shooting here. Yushiku ayyahti ala nas zamanan. Zamana means what? A time is coming, an age. Nothing will remain of Islam but the name. What will remain of Islam? Nothing but the name. People, who's been to their Gao in India? Yeah, just give me an indication so I know. No one. See, you're down the lizard's hole. You're down the lizard's hole. Anyone saw rice husk? You know, before, when you buy rice, it should come in a chilta like a peel. Till Yajuj and Majuj took over now. You remember? And you should buy it in big, big sacks in the old grocery shop. Then you had to take a channi. The ladies may hire me to cook after this. Channi. And you have to do this. Then the brown chilka, the peels come off. We call it the rice husk. Sometime when you see the rice husk lying on the floor, you'll think the rice is lying on the floor. But when you pick it up, you say, no, it's empty. Islam has gone just like that today. Like the rice, there's no rice inside. Empty. He said, وَلَا يَبْقَى مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ إِلَّا أَرَّسَمَهُ. Allahu Akbar. He said nothing will remain of the Quran except pages that are mechanically read. You do it Ramzan time? Quran nikale. 3 दिन में मैंने एक कुरान खत्म किया. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, Allah bless you. Kept it away.